Welcome back to K9reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to Finneas, Where the Poison Is.
Now I just drive around and play the same sad songs for so long.
And I love his voice. Finneas is an artist, a producer, a songwriter, a performer. He's worked with Selena Gomez, Camila Cabello, Halsey, and of course his sister Billie Eilish.
Thanks very much, Mr. Trump. Aren't you two forgetting something?
He said, "Thank you, Mr. Trump, and aren't you two forgetting something?" So right here, he's talking to the government and the president.
Where we were and where we are felt so close, now they feel so far.
That beat's pretty lit.
They'll never know if they weren't here when the month of March felt more like 40 years.
When the month of March felt like 40 years. Right here, he's referring back to March 11, 2020, where the COVID-19 pandemic was actually declared.
When the month of March felt more like 40 years. And all my friends, guess it gets on the president. When all my friends, guess it gets on his government. Take me to the place where the poison is, to put a face to what's poisonous, to give him a little taste of his medicine. There's a snake that thinks it's the president.
There's a snake that thinks he's the president. Right here, he's referring to Trump. Trump, before the election, during, and even after, always proclaimed that he had won, that he was triumphant. So there's a snake that thinks he's the president.
Poisonous, to give him a little taste of his medicine. There's a snake that thinks it's the president. Once we put this all behind us, we get to go right back to school shootings and a climate crisis.
Wow, that's really a hard message right there. Once we put everything behind us, COVID-19, presidential election, everything, we're gonna go back to school shootings and ignoring the climate crisis. Man, that's strong.
I wanna buy a house on the South Island. Can't say I'm proud to be American.
I want to buy a house on the South Islands. This is referring to New Zealand, the New Zealand South Islands. New Zealand is considered one of the most peaceful and safest countries in the world. Even though back in March 2019 they had a terrorist attack which led to a massive gun control. At the time, America was actually debating on a gun control, but you know us Americans, we love our guns. Oh, on that note, also New Zealand was one of the few countries to take COVID-19 seriously, and they were shy of 2,000 cases and 25 deaths. Whereas USA didn't take it as seriously and had nearly 10 million cases with 240,000 deaths.
Government. Take me to the place where the poison is, to put a face to what's poisonous, to give him a little taste of his medicine. There's a snake that thinks it's the president. To the place where the poison is, to put a face to what's poisonous, to give him a little taste of his medicine. There's a snake that thinks it's the president. I guess not everybody knows the emperor was never wearing any clothes. I guess not everybody knows.
The emperor was never wearing any clothes. This is a reference to a classic Hans Christian Andersen tale. The story tells an emperor who weaves clothes, and it's only visible to the intelligent. No one can see the clothes, of course, because there's nothing to see. but nobody wants to admit to the lie, or they buy the lie, or they just don't want to be unworthy.
Guess not everybody knows the emperor was never wearing any clothes.
Well, there you guys have it. Phineas, where the poison is. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and hit that notification button.